morning. Wake and bake. Wake and drink your coffee. Whatever you guys do. You know? Whatever the hell you guys do. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Let's get this music started in here. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everyone in the chat? We got Mike in here. Is this Jordan's WWE walk-up music? Bro, I would be awesome at WWE. I would be slamming those idiot fake, you know, those guys who think they're real WWE. I'd be doing the suplex. You know what? If I was a WWE guy, Okay? Before we get into Bitcoin's price action, if I was in the WWE, okay, I would only want to do the cage matches, and I would only want to do the matches where they go in the back and like there's like this little cam in the back, and I'm slamming people against like fridges and shit. That's what I would want to do. But anyways, what's going on, Alex? Good morning, good morning. What's going on, Alex? We got Josh in here spamming the shrimp. You know, we didn't get the like button yesterday, so we not eating the shrimp today. Maybe we'll eat it tonight. We'll see. Bitcoin right now, though, getting a little bit of a dumpy dump. Are we scared? Are we shivering our little jimborees this morning? I don't know, man. Let's jump onto the charts here. Are we shivering our little jimborees? The finisher move? I don't know what the finisher move is, but I'd want to take someone against a table and just suplex them right off the top of the ring. That's what I would. I feel like I would hurt myself. You know, I'm surprised some of those guys like don't actually like get like wrecked. Because those guys are jumping off the ring, slamming their backs on tables and shit. Like, that can't be good for you. That can't be good for your back long term. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, we're on coffee number 2. What you guys drinking this morning? Some of you guys just drink water. Some of you guys just drink energy drinks. Some of you guys don't drink anything. Some of you guys are just weirdo aliens who don't drink any liquids in the morning. I don't know. Why did all of a sudden that humans had to start drinking liquids in the morning? Whether it's tea, coffee, I don't know. You guys ever notice that? But the rest of the day, you can kind of drink whatever you want to drink. Water. No slurps. No slurps today, by the way. Anyways, guys, we got the jobless claims coming up. So we're going to see some volatility this morning. Now, kind of like how I said last night, man, I was pretty 50-50 on Bitcoin's next direction. And I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. Again, even right now, I'm still pretty 50-50 on Bitcoin's next direction. I am. I'm honestly, this has been the one point in the trend where I am not very confident on either direction, right? The market makers got in my head. They have me in my head right now, not knowing where Bitcoin's going to go. But if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we are holding that support, and we basically got a little deviation below this box here, right? We came back down. They got all the liquidity back down here, took some wicks that were still open from way back over here in the middle of January, and now they pushed us back up into the range. Now, it's going to be interesting, right? Like I said, we have the jobs claims at 8:30. I think that's going to be a big trigger on Bitcoin's next move. It's going to be a huge trigger on Bitcoin's next move. We go over here, and we look, and good thing, this is awesome. That's going to be during the stream. We got 25 minutes until this comes out. Before the market open, the market's expecting 190,000 jobless claims, right? And usually these have been overshooting, which only in the U.S. that we want people to be unemployed, but you know, it is what it is. So let's see what we got, man. I think that's going to be a little bit of a catalyst on Bitcoin's next move here, as there's really not much else today. That's it. That's really it today. Josh said coffee breaks improve productivity in the workplace. Yeah, I've heard, right? So basically, here's why I look at coffee before we jump onto the price action, guys. Bitcoin right now is actually below my blue. And here's the big kicker for me before we get in. Bitcoin's broken below my blue wick central support, right? So we were holding this, right? Wick. We dumped below, right? And we said if we broke. I really want to see this broken too, but if we broke this blue horizontal, it was going to be a little sketchy. Now we need to get a 4-hour closure back above this blue horizontal. If we can't get back above here, oh man, it's not going to be looking probably too good for us for the rest of this week. But let's see if we can reclaim this right now, right? But it needs to be a close. We can't do one of these little wicks like we did up here when we try to get back above 23.3. We wicked above, and then we didn't close. We just came right back down, right? We ended up closing below still. We need to see a close back up into the range. And then we can look at this as one little big deviation play, right? Where you got all the lows, you deviated, you came back into the range, and you usually see the top of the range when you deviate. So let's see what we got. Anyways, as far as coffee goes, guys, coffee is basically what I understand about coffee is you actually have higher energy levels when you don't drink. When you completely get off caffeine, you actually have higher energy and productivity levels. The problem is if you're already addicted to caffeine, okay, and you don't drink caffeine, that first week or two, you are absolutely in the dumps if you don't drink caffeine, right? So it's almost like one of those things. If you can get through 2 weeks without caffeine, you're going to feel like a god when you wake up. But hey, for me, I like the taste of my coffee. I like the feeling when I drink coffee in the morning. It gives me nice little vibes. I don't know. Vibes is such a modern society term, right? I mean, what's a vibe? It's whatever you make it, I guess. But, you know, were they saying back in the ancient days, man, this thing gives me good vibes. You know, they weren't saying that. They were saying, is this thing going to help me live? If it's going to help me be productive or not? They don't care about vibes back then. They just wanted to survive. But, you know, that's what I understand about coffee. I'll never know what that's like. Oh, me too, man. I love coffee. I just love the taste of coffee. I love the aroma, the smell of coffee. And it's so me, I can get off coffee if I wanted to, right? I've done it before. But I don't have that same satisfaction in the morning waking up not looking forward to anything, right? I look forward to my coffee. It's delicious. That's delicious. Anyways, like we said, guys, we got the jobless claims coming up in 20 minutes. That's going to be a big catalyst, in my opinion, on this initial move for Bitcoin this morning. But we are seeing support, right? So here's the deal. Here's the deal. As long as we hold this white box on a closure, which we did last night, it is what it is. Like it's you're still in that confusing range where, like, okay, what do? You go short at the lows? I don't know, man. I would not go short at the lows. We look at this. You actually have some bullish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame too. You actually got some lower lows and you actually got some higher lows on Bitcoin here. So you got some bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Can you get that deviation? Can you get back above this horizontal wick support that we've been watching for this whole damn range? That's the big question I got today. But you got the setup. The setup is there, but we need to see it play out. Wayne said everything puts off vibrations. Good vibes is a good harmonic vibration versus something irritating. Facts. Wayne's coming in with the education. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne educates us about Bitcoin and good vibrations. All right, so let's see Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin in the shorter term time frames, a little bit of sort of W formation, right? So we had the lows, we came back up, we came back down, retested the 0.5 fib. Now we're trying to get a rise back up. We just got a 15-minute green dot. So let's see if we can get a little bit of move to the upside. We still have a vector candle up. Actually, we still have 2 vector candles up here. We still have this vector candle right here at 22,900. And we have this one up here up at 23,100, right? So these are 2 points I'd look at if we were looking to take, if you long from down here, right? You long from support. Good job, man. You long from support. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
If you long for support, those are 2 levels I'd look at. Just for the market maker to come back up, take this liquidity, or come back up, take this liquidity. And really, I'm personally not in any trades right now because I want to see how this jobs report comes out. Because I know that's going to be some volatility coming with that this morning. I know it. I know. I can feel it in my brain. I can feel it in my balls. That I feel some volatility coming through right the hell now, man. But as far as I don't hate where Bitcoin is, actually. Daily time frame, oh, man. Here's the deal. The daily time frame, my friends. We're smacking this horizontal support. It ain't looking too good. We're smacking this horizontal support back to the downside. I want to see a daily close. Man, can Bitcoin close back above 22,850? It's not impossible. I mean, Bitcoin's at 22,750. It's a $100 move. If Bitcoin can wick back, basically wick down here to the 0.5 retracement, which you did, right? So from this low to this high, this wick that Bitcoin had last night was the 0.5 retracement, right? So if Bitcoin can come back up, get back above this horizontal again, by the end of the day, a $100 move by the end of the day, can we do it? It's possible. We'll see. It's not looking too bad. It ain't looking too bad. All right, but we got some work to do. We got some freaking work to do this morning, my friends. But guys, the elephant in the room, guys. Okay? We have an elephant in the room. You know what that is? Can you guess in the chat? What's the elephant in the room for Bitcoin right now? What is it? Not the jobs. Intra-crypto. What's the elephant in the room right now? We're getting a sign by the whales. Can you guess what the elephant in the room is right now? Let me know. Mike said, how did Fahid win membership again? Fahid wins every single time. Fahid wins every single time on the damn membership. It's okay. I love Fahid, man. Fahid's a good guy. Like, we shit on Fahid, but Fahid is an awesome, awesome dude, man. He is. He is. Let's see. DX, yeah, and the DX. So there's so many confusing signs right now. This is why I honestly am in no trade. I want to see how today plays out, right? Because you've got the DXY dumping. You got stock market futures coming up. You got Bitcoin just being a freaking weirdo. And you got Link. Okay, Link, there it is. Mike guessed it. Mike, you win the prize, man. What's the prize? What's the prize? What's the prize, man? The issue and the elephant in the room, guys. Number one, the first elephant in the room is we need to smack up that like baton. We need to get everyone hit here because we're about to see some volatility. In 15 minutes, we're about to see some volatility one way or the other. In 15 minutes. Guys, the elephant in the room is Chainlink, man, right? So the whole market is red, right? You got some that are up like 1%, Matic, Dot up 1%, whatever. But Link is the only one on my watch list here, right? As far as high cap altcoins, that is up a good amount. It's up about 7%. It is the only one that's really doing anything right now. This is the issue, and this is what we were talking about last night, right? I was like, I don't know, down here, remember, I was like, I feel like Link's about to get a pump, right? It has a really good setup on the daily time frame. It looks like it's about to get a pump. Link is coming up, back up to resistance. Now, we know that this can be an issue for Bitcoin. All right, so I guess here's what we want to see today. How can we save this, right? How can we not have Link dump us? Because we know if we're in the market that when Link pumps, the Bitcoin dumps. We know this. It is a test of time. We always doubt it every single time. How can we save this? Well, I would say this. We can save this if Link comes up and cannot get back above this orange box, and somehow, some way, the rest of the market pumps today, okay? And Link gets lost back into the dust. That's their only. That's our only savior today. But it ain't looking good, my friends. I will say. I told myself that I would respect the Chainlink pump next time. And the Chainlink pump is going down. All right? So, let's see what we got, man. I still think Chainlink's got some pumpage here. It usually comes up to this next box here, right? Up to the smiley face. So there still could be a little bit more move for crypto, but like Link is starting. And Link is getting that move, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I won. Nice, Mike. DXY is dropping? Yeah. So here's the thing about the DXY dropping, though. Oh, the DXY is coming back into the range. That actually is a good sign. This actually is a really good sign for crypto, man. Really good sign for crypto. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, dollar is actually breaking this previous high, right? So you notice that it's actually smacking that previous high and coming back down. That actually is really good. I'm not going to get too confident about this because going into the jobs report, right, or the jobless claims, I actually would rather see the DXY going up. The fact that it's going down into that is a little bit sketch. A little bit sketch, man. But, you know, obviously, let's wait it out. Let's wait it out. Shazeb became a member. What's going on, Shazeb? He's back in the chat, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Embin. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So the DXY is coming down. Let's zoom in on because we're gonna have volatility in the next 15 minutes, guys. Let's see the DXY. DXY 15 minute. Actually, it's kind of looks whatever. You could argue this W formation in the making, but the fact that we got back below this previous high, I think is actually a decent sign here. Let's see if the DXY can continue to dump. It's really been dumping. If you were watching the stream last night, we were watching this wedge here, which played out almost to perfection. This is why I love wedges. If there's any pattern I'm going to watch, it's going to be a wedge, right? So this wedge broke down to the downside for the DXY. That was beautiful. Now you're kind of just like, okay, is this going to be a W formation, right? So they have it set up. Like if they want to bring this back up after the jobs, they have the W formation set up now. And they also could just dump it here. I mean, this is a weird position for the DXY. Bitcoin, they have it set up too, right? They have the W formation set up for Bitcoin. If they want to bring it up, they can. But you're also in your EMAs. You're also in your 30 and 50 EMAs. So if they want to dump it here, It would be just like this time where they came into the EMAs and then brought it back down. So this is an interesting point right now. They have it set up. They could bring it both ways here. They have it set up, whatever the way they want to break this in the next 13 minutes. I do think that's going to be the catalyst for the move here. At least the initial move. It might not be the move that lasts all day, but the initial move will be in the next 12 minutes now. 12 minutes. Why is all this shit all jacked up, man? Go back to ETH. Ethereum. I'm not too fond of wedgies. Yeah, wedgies aren't great. I feel like the kids nowadays, the whippersnappers out there, you know, the little whippersnappers, they don't really do wedgies anymore, right? Maybe I'm just not in, but like, have you ever heard a kid say, I'm going to give this, like, if you guys, all you guys that have kids, right? A lot of you guys are 30, 40, 50. So a lot of you guys probably have some children. Have your kids ever gotten in trouble for giving another kid a wedgie, you know, at school? Or have you ever yelled at one of your kids because they give your other kid a wedgie? I don't know. Do kids give wedgies anymore? I don't think so. Back in the day, wedgies were the shit, man. Right? Wedgies were the shit. There was two things that kids love to do. They love to do wedgies, and they love to pants. You know what pants is, right? The kids would just go up to other kids and just pull their pants down. It was very, very weird back then. It was very, very weird. Nowadays, you'd probably get expelled from school if you did that. Back in the day, if you did a pants, you know, you might have got a detention. You know, it's such a different world now. Such a different world now. Fond. Looks like it's set up for rejection on backtest. It is set up. Honestly, to me, it's set up. It's set up whatever way. You got the bullish dip on the 4 hour here. That's what I do like. If I like anything here. 6 hour actually. 6 hour has slight bullish divergence too, right? You got higher highs, lower highs. Or sorry, higher lows, lower lows. Slight. Very, very slight. All right, we got 10 minutes, guys. 10 freaking minutes into this shit. ETH, look where ETH came back down to. ETH is kind of the same thing. Oh, here we go. We're getting a little shit. Blaze, what's up, buddy? Blaze coming in hot. Oh, Blaze, you're making me cry, man. No, you're not really making me cry. You're not going to see me cry on stream, man. One day I'll cry on stream, okay? I will say this. When Bitcoin breaks all-time highs again, I will probably cry on stream. No, I probably won't. Maybe. We could all cry together because we a lot of people in this chat and a lot of people just in this stream in general have been through the ringer in 2022, man. So it'll be awesome when it all finally pays off, you know? Blaze said, yo, sorry, I've been missing streams. You've taught me the most in this market, and I'm truly grateful for you. My portfolio is growing now, and I cannot be more thankful for your help over the last year plus. Nice, Blaze. Nice, Blaze. Hey, listen, I mean, the most that I could do was at least keep you in crypto through the bear market, because now that you're through the typical red year that Bitcoin usually does have, okay? Now that you're through that, this is the best time to be in crypto right now. The sort of that year after the red year where it's like you're going to chop up, you're going to chop down, but this is the best year to be in crypto, right? The best year in crypto is not the year after the bull market. It's not the bull market. It's that year before, right? That year before the halving, right? So compare it to like 2019 or compare it to like 2015. Those were the best years to be in crypto. The least I could do is keep you a little entertained and keep you in crypto during that time, you know? Now we can start to see things start to turn back to the upside, or at least go sideways before they go back to the upside, you know? And appreciate you, Blaze. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate that, man. Anyways, Ethereum, what do we got on ETH? Let's go to the 4 hour here. So ETH back down to the mid-range, right? So ETH, we're just playing this as a range. Very, very simple. If you took a long from this mid-range, nice job. You're in profit. Don't be afraid to pay yourself because you're back at the 30 and 50 EMAs. We're just playing this as a range, man. We short here. We said if we come back down to this point, we long. I did not take a long. If we dump today and we come back to support, maybe I will. But I obviously I was sleeping during this time, so I didn't get it. But you have the lows here, and you have the lows here. We're just playing this as a three little range thing, right? So if you long this mid range, nice, dude. I mean, listen, that's no joke of a move. You're talking about a 1.65% move. You might not look at that as a big move, But a lot of you guys use leverage, 5x, 10x. You're talking about a 10, 20% move there. That's pretty dope. But now you're back up to the EMAs again, so be very, very careful right here. But I'm still looking up at ETH, man, and do I really think they're just going to dump it straight down? Because I'm looking at this, right? And I'm just looking at this as a valid. This might not play out like this, right? Do I have any idea what's going to happen? I told you guys, I don't really know right now. Because you have a vector candle lower, you have this one, right? That they could push it back down to your horizontal support. And then you got these two up here. You got this wick, and you got this white vector also sitting here. So you got a vector to the downside, vector to the upside. It's a question of which way do they move it first, right? And place your bets, man, because you're really going to the casino on this one, in my opinion. You know, you're really going to the damn casino, in my opinion. But that's about where we're at. Mike said, crypto never sleeps. It always gets to my support levels when I'm sleeping, man. Every time. Every time. Every single damn time. You guys know my thought process on ETH. Like, is it making a longer-term ascending triangle, which could go sideways for a significant amount of time? Like, say if they dump it today. They dump it. They come take this yellow vector here, right? So they take that yellow vector, bada bing, bada boom, and then they bring it back up, okay? Take this white, take this wick, okay? They probably make some vectors on the way back up. They come back down again, and then long-term, they bring it back up. This would be a sideways chop, just freaking chop suey. And that's why I'm looking at it. It's very similar to the price action that you had at the lows, right? You just made higher lows, right? You kept getting resistance on the same point. Eventually, they brought it up. But it was a long chop fest of sideways. You know, just a chop suey. Let's see. The year before and after the halving are the best. Yes. The best time to get into crypto was the year before the halving, aka this year. The best time to get to enjoy crypto is typically, yes, the year after the halving, right? So you can compare it to 2019 being the best to get into crypto, and then 2021 was the best year to enjoy crypto, right? So that is very true, before and after. So that's this year in 2025, you know? But hey, everyone looks at it the opposite, man. This year is going to be hell, and then 2025 is too far away to think about. That's how everyone thinks about it. It comes quick though, right? I mean, how fast did 2022 go by? Tell me, how fast did 2022 go by? And in 2023, we're already halfway through February. Shit, it's going to be March before you know it. It's crazy how fast time goes by. Time goes by quick. Time goes by very, very quick. Okay, Bitcoin's still getting rejected from this EMA here on the 15 minute. Can't get back above the 50 EMA in the 15 minute, man. Same kind of price action as this, right? You just kept getting head. You kept getting head. You kept getting head on the 50 EMA, right? I mean, you really haven't been able to get back above it since the highs, right? There's rejection. You can't break trend, okay? But we got this jobs in 4 minutes. Let's go, baby. In 4 minutes, we got the jobs report. Let's get it. The cops are coming for Java. You already heard that, Chris. The cops were coming for Java. All right, guys, let's get a little hype in the chat. We need to get a little hype in the chat this morning, guys, because the jobs report's coming out in 4 minutes. We're going to get some volatility right now, all right? Let's freaking go, man. Let's get a little hype in the chat this morning. It's a little bit early, but we need to get some hype in the chat. I'm hoping in the next 4 minutes they dump it, right? So then they bring it back up, right? You want to see a dump into the report. Here we go. Come on. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on, baby. Blaze, what's up, buddy? Josh got his coffee. Come on, baby. 3 minutes. 3 minutes for this shit. Hope they come take this wick in the next 5 minutes. Just come down, take this damn wick. Come on, baby. Here we go. We got 3 minutes until this shit. 3 minutes until this shit. There's no volume, bro. Mike said it's hardly moving. No, it's not out yet. 3 minutes it comes out. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Give it some time. Give it some time. Give it some time. I hope it dumps. Honestly, I hope in the next 3 minutes it dumps before, okay? And then it comes out, right? And then sort of you got your structure built, right? They come and build their longs and then they come back up. But the fact that you're kind of just sitting right here, man, you got wicks. You got wick central over here. Let's see what we got. I mean, you still got this big wick on the 15-minute down here at the lows, which is interesting, you know? Very, very interesting. Epic Hype Bitcoin World Opener. It's the world opener, man. What's Link doing? Link, man. Guys, what do we think? We think Link... You think I don't know. I don't think this is the pump for Link that's going to scare us. To me, usually it's this one, right? This pump, and this pump, right? It's very clean. Link is one of the most clean charts, in my opinion. It's just such clean chart. Like, if basically, this, to me, this is the danger zone for Link. Right here. This is the danger zone. When Link starts getting back up into this range and starts going, wah, 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 right? Back up to the smiley, that's been typically the danger zone. But, you know, we've got some pumps into this. But this is typically a good rejection zone for Link, too. You got some alts that are trying to come back up, like Matic. Matic's trying to come back up a little bit. Nothing crazy. You're basically got a big rising wedge for Matic. We said this was, I think this is going to pull back. This chart is just a rising wedge. These break down 69% of the time. Just like the DXY we were looking at yesterday, you know? Just like the DXY we were looking at yesterday, where we said it was going to break down rising wedge. Matic, you're right at daily resistance, right? Right here, daily resistance, rising wedge. Makes sense for this to come back down. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it just says, screw you, Jordan. I don't care about your shit. All right, let's see. Let's go to like the 5 minute in this thing. Let's get deep and dirty in this thing. The 5 minute time frame. Let's see what we got. You got a vector still below on the 5 minute. What are they going to do here, though? Oh, we're getting a little bit of a move up. Don't trust it. I don't trust the initial move, man. If I've learned anything in the crypto, is never trust the initial move. Let the market settle, right? Because it's gonna do this, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do this, and then it's gonna end up right back where it was, and that's where you want to look for something. But never trust the initial move. You know, it's 8:30. Let me refresh this. See if we got anything on the website here. See if we got anything on the website here. Jobless claims. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We don't got anything on this yet. Nothing on this yet. Nothing on this yet. We're still chilling. The initial move is savage. It's always savage, man. They always bring it one way and they do the other way. The fact that Bitcoin's getting a little spike up to the upside right now is a little bit shady. It's a little bit shady. Well, let's see. Let's see. All right, the move is coming up. The 1 minute pickle, man. we need a little pickle juice for the 1 minute time frame. Let's go. Let's go, man. You know what song I think we need right now? I think we need the Dixie dump song. What's the DXY doing? Oh, DXY still dumping. That's a good sign. We need a little bit of this. The DXY dump song. Let's go, baby. Come on. Dump that DXY. Dump that DXY. We got a little bullish divergence on the DXY. Hey, that's not very good. We got lower lows on the DXY, higher lows on the momentum here. Here we go, baby. 196 versus 194. Is that it? Hold on. We got 196. Franklin, appreciate that, man. Franklin got the update in the chat. Let's go, baby. All right, so we got basically 196 jobless claims versus 194. So we actually got more. We got more jobless claims, more people out of work than expected. That's a good thing. We should be pumping. We should be pumping. Come on, man. Let's go, baby. All right, so and then she'll get a little bit of a move up, nothing crazy. DXY, it's got a little bit of bullish divergence. Will it play out? You got a little bit of lower lows, higher lows on the 15-minute time frame. 5-minute probably has the same. Yeah, look at this 5-minute, man. This 5-minute just making higher lows and lower lows. All right, classic shit. Classic shit. Let's see what else we got. Let's watch Bitcoin. Nothing really crazy going on yet. Nothing crazy going on. What's the stock market futures looking like? They were really great. I mean, the Nasdaq futures are up 1%. That's a lot for the pre-market. You know, ES up 0.7%. But look at the Nasdaq futures, man. That's a really good night for futures, right? Usually you don't see that much movement. That's a big move. Big move. Big move. Come on, Bitcoin, give us some juice. We're getting a vector candle here, so we got a little bit of volume coming in right now, but you're just not seeing the move. Let's see. There's no volume, Mike. We need some volume, bro. Stock market, man. We need to get this little juice on this shit. You know, I'm looking at this as like a big, hopefully a big sort of bull flag here. Eventually that plays out. You know, you never know. Like, this could come all the way back down to test the lows again before coming back up. But a bigger term, you know, swing little channel here. Let's see. All right, here we go. Come on, BTC. Give us a juice to take some of this liquidity back to the upside. 22,891. I would love that. What's some altcoins doing? Oh, man, dude, if Matic can break up from the wedge, that would be awesome, man. That would just show the bulls are here. When you see rising wedges break to the upside, that would just show bulls are here. Link continuing to pump. I don't like the Link pump, man. That's making me sweat a little bit. Not sweat, but it's making me feel a little bit antsy. Polkadot also coming up a little bit. Dot. So you're starting to see some of the new dinosaur coins coming up. Dot also trying to come up a little bit. Dot, we're looking for the 618. So you're at the 6.5, 0.65. We're looking for that 0.618 at 762 for Dottie. Little old Dottie. Miss Sweet Dottie from down the street. You know, everyone's got that little grandma. Either your grandma or you know some old lady named Dottie, right? You know some old lady named Dottie. We all have that old lady in our life named Dottie, right? And honestly, what's Dottie good for? She always gives you cookies, right? She always gives you, you know, she's just a nice woman. So what we want to see for Dottie is get a little bit of good luck in her life. So we want to see 760 for Dot here. Bitcoin, kind of stalling out. DXY, kind of stalling out to the downside. Man, imagine the dollar. Imagine this was a big deviation for the dollar. And see all this inequality in the chart, right? Fast move up. Usually come and take that back to the downside. Let's do a fib to the downside on the dollar. Let's do this. Let's do swing low to swing high. Imagine the carnage, aka good carnage, if the dollar comes all the way back down to the 618 to the downside. All the way down to 101.94. Let's go, man. Imagine the carnage if the dollar does this today. Right? Imagine the carnage. The carnage would be insane. Insane. Good carnage. Good freaking carnage. Because you get a little deviation, right? You broke the high, now you're coming back in. The deviation play is great. I love the deviation play. All right, Bitcoin. Come on. We need a little juice from Bitcoin, guys. We need a little bit more juice from Bitcoin. China's already awake. Let's wake them up. Come on, baby. Let's wake them up a little bit. Let's do a fib on Bitcoin. Oh, see, we're right at the 618. One hit to the upside. 2, 3. I'm looking for that 786 though. You got a vector candle up at the 786 at 22,885. Come on, man. Send it. Send it, baby. What's up? How do you say your name, bro? How the hell do you say this guy's name? Bro, I appreciate the super chat, man. I have no idea how to say your name. Ankokusabutsu. Ansakokobutsu. Ansakokobutsu. Ansakokobutsu? I like it, man. He said, "What's up, Jordan? I have an idea for you. How can I reach out to you? Hit me up on Twitter. Okay, at me on Twitter, and or you can go into the Discord and send me a message. One of the two. Go into the Discord, send me a message. Links in the description, or go on my Twitter. Links in the description, and at me, right? And that's how you can do it, man. But it's a Kokobutsu. But yeah, go to the Discord. That's probably your best bet.
I have an idea for you. How can I reach out to you?
Let's see. Twitter. I sometimes I'll hop on Twitter, but like I don't really look at much stuff on like mentions on Twitter. I just kind of look at what other people are doing. I kind of use Twitter for sentiment. Really, that's really it. Asia's going to sleep, not waking up. Maybe. Come on, dollar. Let's get a little move down, baby. Let's get a little move down. Don't be playing this out for us. You know, we don't want to see you. We don't want to see you doing this. I don't know, man. Is that at this point, now that you broke this high on the dollar, we're gonna see the dollar come all the way back down to 101.97. That would be pretty juicy. That would be pretty freaking juicy. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's poking its head back above this diagonal. I will say this, like, this is probably the ultimate line in the sand here. Getting back above these swing lows, right? So you see these two swing lows. We closed here. We closed here. You notice where we're at right now. We're just like chilling right at that level, right? So you guys know the deviation. I mean, the market maker loves the deviation. Why? Because it gets people rattled, right? So that they break support. They bring it down a little bit lower than the lows, okay? They wick it down here, make everyone think, oh my God, it's going so low, much lower. Now, the key for this one is you got to get back above into the range, you know? So right here is, honestly, right here, I'll say this. Right here, if you're looking for a swing short, this is probably the best area to get in. But I will say, use a type stop, because if Bitcoin gets back into the range, okay, and then ends up holding this again, you usually go back up to the top, right, of the range. So let's see what we got. It all depends really on what happens here on the next couple 4-hour candles. It's actually a 6 hour is actually pretty nice, man. I like the bullish div on the 6 hour here.
Discord link is expired.
This looks
so
pretty
I'll just
good.
hit you Twitter.
This looks pretty good. This would be the biggest bear trap. This would be such a good bear trap, man, because literally everyone was bearish, right? And honestly, me, like, I was pretty 50-50 yesterday. You know, I could have seen the dump back down, but if they just wick it below the previous lows, okay, get everyone super scared and then just push it right back up. They bring alts down, you know, a significant amount, and then they just push them right back up. That would be insane. That would be insane. That would have got everyone off guard, right? Because even the most bullish people were pretty bearish yesterday, you know? Kind of including myself slightly. But to me, I'm not going to get super bearish until we close below this white box. This is the white box of hope, okay? You said if we start closing candles down here, it gets a little iffy. But right here, I mean, we've done this a few times. So we'll see. We'll see. Discord link is expired, so I'll just ask you on Twitter. Oh, thank you, man. I'll look. When's Super Bowl prediction? Mike, my Super Bowl prediction is the Eagles. Now, you probably won't like that one because my picks usually aren't that great, man. But I'm taking the Eagles in the Super Bowl all day, right? I just think they're a more complete team. And, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I mean, that's my take, and we'll have to live with it. You know, I think the pass rush is really going to get to Mahomes. The Eagles are basically built to beat Mahomes. They have a good offense. They can score with them, and their pass rush is insane. They're basically built to beat the Chiefs, you know, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, it is what it is. Matchups are matchups, you know, and sometimes they don't play out. All right. Let's do some of this shit. Savvy had a nothing has changed tweet. Oh, that's perfect. We're gonna pump now. Great. And we're gonna pump. This is some awesome coffee, man. Awesome freaking coffee. It is what it is. Let me see. Corey said, I remember the 80s and early 90s, not the years The value of the DXY. Dude, the dollar is annoying. Oh, here comes the dollar back down to the downside, my friends. Dollar's dumping. Here we go. The dollar's just been cruising down. Eventually, you're going to see this play back into Bitcoin, man, because Bitcoin really hasn't done anything. Usually when the dollar does a move like this, you see crypto going nuts to the upside, but you really haven't seen it yet. Is it being held down for whatever reason as the dollar comes down? I don't know. I don't know, man, but the dollar is coming back down again. It is coming back down again. Let's see. You still got bullish dips on the 5-minute. I want to see this get crushed a little bit more so we can get rid of this shit. And we can call it a day. Not call it a day, but call it a morning, you know? Call it a morning. Someone said coffee and cannabis. Who said that? Coffee and cannabis, said Big Rich. Big Rich is getting baked this morning, man. He's up in the clouds this morning watching some crypto. Nice, man. Bitcoin right now looking pretty ugly against the golden pocket, man. It can't get back above the golden pocket. It's just up projection, up projection, up projection. It's such a weird. Ever since last night, this has been such a weird dump because the dollar's been getting crushed, but crypto's been getting crushed too. It's honestly, it's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon that's I guess sometimes is in the wilderness. You know, you never know when it's going to happen. I'll say this though, a couple alts, right? If we look at some of these altcoins, right? Stick on the 4-hour time frame. A lot of them come back to their 4-hour trend. Algo has come back to the 30 and 50 EMAs. This is a tough one, right? I mean, because you really haven't done anything, right? I mean, look at Algo. I mean, the trend has been up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You really haven't gone anywhere, right? The dump is the dump. If you really zoom out, you really haven't gone anywhere, you know? So Algo. I mean, you're right at the swing lows, you know? You're right at those swing low support levels now turning into resistance. So, I mean, what comes next? Do you see this now turn into support now that you're back above? You turn this to support and you continue up and you take this huge, massive pocket of liquidity all the way back up here that we haven't taken yet, which is also the 786. Or is this it? Do we call it a day right here? We shall see. We shall see. I would say, I'm looking at this 4-hour. You actually don't have any bearish divergence, and the 4-hour is about to flip back over, which is nice, which is really nice. Let's see. Miss Dot, you've had your coffee. I'll have my 20-ounce Red Bull. Bro, that Crypto Shock, that 20-ounce Red Bull is probably all you need. Like, I probably need 5 coffees to catch up to it with the 20-ounce Red Bull. I don't know. To me, I just don't really like energy drinks, man. Like, energy drinks, they it's not that I don't like the flavor. Like, listen, if I'm having an alcoholic drink, I'll drink a Red Bull and a vodka all day, right? Those taste delicious. But if I'm just gonna have a Red Bull or a Monster or something, I don't know. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I feel like I'm just drinking it just to drink it. Like, I feel like I'm not enjoying it, you know? Like, I'm drinking it just to get hyped up. If I'm going to drink a drink, I want to enjoy it. You know, I'm not trying to just drink an energy drink and just get hyped as shit, you know? Because honestly, me, I already have enough energy. If I drink an energy drink, bro, my head would be going nuts. I wouldn't even be able to concentrate. My head would be going everywhere, you know? It really, really would. Let's look at some of these other popular ones. Sandbox, it's been a popular one because they just had that partnership deal. But if you look, I mean, what did Sand do? Sand pumped, came back down, okay, and now it's sitting right on top of these previous highs right here, right? So the question remains for this one. Like, Sand's a popular one. You'd see this dump, you'd say, oh my God. And look where you're at too. You're at the 30 and 50 EMAs. 4 hours coming back up. This one, from this point, this one looks kind of interesting, right? I might look at this one after the stream, you know, depending on what Bitcoin does. But Sand looks a little interesting here to me, for interesting little swing play back to the upside. Because what do you have? You have the spike up, but I'm waiting for, even if just a scalp, you know, we play that second run to the upside, you know, for the W formation. But this is definitely interesting. 1 hour time frame. You got the makings of the W, but man, I want to see Bitcoin get a spike. right? Because I need some of these alts to get back above the 1 hour trends. You know, you're below the 30, 50 EMAs in the 1 hour. I want to see a little bit of more juice to get hyped. But you know, the 4 hour looks good for you know, a play where I put my stops down here, you know, and we sort of play this back up. I don't hate this. I don't hate this one bit. APT and GRT. Aptos has got a massive pullback, which you can look at as a good thing or a bad thing. Look at Aptos, man. This chart looks pretty juicy. I don't know. I don't know, man. I was actually looking at this yesterday, and I was like, man, all right. So Aptos going to run all the way up to $20. It's now pulled back all the way back down to $13.50. But if you look at it, it's a pretty neat price action, right? It's a nice little channel to the downside. You're now back down at the lows of the channel. But where did you come back down to? You came back down to the previous highs, right? And what do you also have on the 4 hour time frame? You got lower lows and you got higher lows, right? So you got bullish divergence at the previous high, at the bottom of your channel. You got confluence galore here, you know? So I'm still looking at Aptos, and what do I still see to the upside? I see this big wick. Now, it's not going to go straight up there. Don't get me wrong. But once again, for a swing play where I put my stop down here and I'm playing this eventually, you know, might do a little craziness like this, you know, but eventually coming back up here, I might like this one. I might like this one for Aptos. Obviously, be careful. If Bitcoin dumps, you're going to get stopped out. It is what it is. That's the risk. But, you know, this Aptos looks a little juicy. It looks a little juicy, man. Mike said Aptos long almost liquidated me, but I got still going. No, don't get liquidated, Mike. Don't get liquidated. Use a stop loss, my man. I honestly, like, guys, if you're trading, you got to use a stop loss, dude. You got to use a stop loss. You got to do it, man. I know sometimes it sucks. You know, you're in a trade, you're really confident, and it goes down 1%. You don't want to get out of the trade because you still think it's going to go up. Take the 1% loss and move on to the next trade, right? Don't hold that trade, man. You got to use a stop loss. Oh, man, there's nothing worse than you being confident in a trade and it just not playing out. Because listen, even if you're the best trader in the world, you're going to get it wrong. Guys, I follow some good traders. You know what their win rate is on their trades? You know what their win rate is on their trades. Their win rate is 50%. Okay? People think that, okay, this guy said it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. It has to happen. Dude, the best traders, they win like 50% of their trades. Why? Because they get stopped out at a short loss on the losses, and they get bigger gains on the wins, right? And you stack up those small wins, you know, those bigger wins over time. You got to use a stop, man. Come on, man. No, but seriously, I like Aptos here. This is another one I might look at after the stream as I kind of get a little bit deeper in here. As I kind of get a little deeper.
Link started to pump. Probably
Yeah,
a jump
Adrian,
incoming
yeah, we
cold
talked about
sweat
Link in the beginning, man. I still think Link's got some juice though, because I'm looking at Link. Usually the place to get worried on Link is usually the place to get worried on Link is when it gets back above this orange box and goes on this run. Now, I could be wrong. This could be the run on Link and it's over. But, I mean, we look at the history of Link on the bear market. These have been the Bitcoin tops. Okay, 1, 2, 3. These have been the Bitcoin bottoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if we're just looking at this as a big oscillator, right? Link, in theory, whoops. What did I just do? In theory, Link should come up to the smiley. And when Link gets that pump to the smiley, that's when we get skeptical. Now, I said I could be wrong, and this, like I said, this could be the top for Link and top for Bitcoin and whatever. But I still think this has got some juice, man. I still think this has got some juice. Doesn't mean you can't do this, right? Where you pull back, okay, and then you come back up, right? Maybe Bitcoin gets a pullback, come back up. Doesn't mean you can't do something like that. But the overall uptrend, right, where you're just making like this, I don't think it's over yet. All right, Bitcoin's sitting at 22,735. We're just chilling right at support, man. We're chilling right at support. Like I said, is this going to be a huge bear trap where they push it back down? Could everyone freaked out and they push it right back to the upside? Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe this is the start of a massive dump. Does anyone have any idea? No. Everyone I've watched has no idea what the next move is. Everyone I watched said, bro, I can see this bumping, I can see this dumping. No one has any clue what the next move is. If you do, and you're pigeonholed into one thing, you're probably not going to make it. You're probably not going to make it. Be open to both scenarios. This is delicious. Delicious coffee. Franklin said, I don't like stop losses. I go the Caroline way. Sorry, Fahid. I won't compliment your beautiful wife again. Did Fahid get mad that you complimented his wife? I don't know, man. Listen. If guys, we're a family. If someone in the chat compliments your wife or your girlfriend or your mom, take it as a compliment. Be like, thanks, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for thinking my wife or whatever is good looking. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. We're all a fan. That's like your cousin saying, hey. Actually, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I was going to say, that's like your cousin saying, hey, man. Actually, we're not. That's very, very weird. We're not going that far. We're not going that far, Coinbase needs to add stop loss. True. Coinbase does need to add stop loss. I don't know why they don't have that on there. For the biggest exchange in crypto, I don't know why they don't have the stop loss feature. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's delicious water, man. Delicious water. You gotta love water. I love water and coffee. My favorite two drinks are water and coffee by far. By far. Nothing beats water and coffee. They go perfectly well together too, because if you're tired of drinking coffee, right, and you need to make your mouth a little wet, no pun intended, don't make fun of me, man. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. I'll come after you. If you want to make your mouth a little wet, you just you drink some water in there. Then you go back to drinking coffee. It's a great combo. Every day, guys, we got the water and we got the coffee here. We drink our coffee. The mouth is getting a little dry from the coffee. Let's drink some water. There we go. Now we're good. All right. Is the dollar still... Oh, my God, the dollar. Let's friggin' go, man. Let's get the dollar dump song going. Bitcoin... Dude, if this continues today, Bitcoin is going to... Bitcoin's being held down right now. Because usually when you see this move on the dollar, Bitcoin goes nuts to the upside. Something tells me something shady is going on here. I feel like something shady is going on here. Like this is getting like one of two things. Someone's dumping the dollar to make everyone think, oh my God, we're going to pump. Or dollar's dumping. Someone's holding down Bitcoin, making retail think crypto's going to dump. Something shady is going on because you almost never see the dollar dumping like this in a straight line, like, and seeing Bitcoin not react to it. Like, this is insane, man. It's honestly, like, ever since last night when we were watching both Bitcoin and the dollar dump, it made no sense. Hold on. Let me get back in this bitch. Hold on. We need the dollar dump song. Let's go, baby. What's stock market doing? Oh, yeah. Looking good going to the open. 30 minutes until stock market open. You just said that some crypto black swan shit is coming. It might be because Coinbase was like, okay, if you guys didn't see, okay? The Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong, tweeted that the U.S. is trying to do some shit with DeFi, like block DeFi. They've been trying to do that for years. Like, I don't know why this is becoming a big thing now. It might be a little bit of fears because of that. Who friggin' knows, man? Who friggin' knows? But it's very, very weird. This is interesting price action, man. I think something's about to go down, right? I think today is going to be not a shit show. I guess a shit show for the bears and bulls, depending on how you look at it. Something's about to give, okay? because I don't see the dollar dumping and Bitcoin dumping too, right? So one of the two things is about to happen, in my opinion. If you look at the 1 hour, the dollar's just getting crushed. Look at this shit, man. The dollar's back into the range. And then we said if you see a deviation, you usually come back down to the bottom of the range. Just like when we broke out to the upside, right? We came back all the way back up to the top here, to the 618. Is the dollar going to dump all the way back down to the bottom 618? Makes sense. If we're just looking at it this way, the dollar looks bearish as hell right now. You got no bullish divs. You're just looking bearish as hell in the dollar. So I don't know, man. Something's going to give. Like, something's up. Something is up right now, in my opinion. Like, something is got to give today, right? And maybe Bitcoin's not moving up because the S&P's been kind of shady. But if you look at the futures, you got the NASDAQ ripping after hours today. Look at this. Ripping after hours, up 1.5% after hours. That's insane. You got the S&P up 1% after hours, right at the bull flag resistance. You know, so I think today is going to be a volatile day. I think you're either going to see, in my opinion, I think you're either going to see a massive pump or a massive dump, right? I don't think it's going to be a sideways day today. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. You can already see the volatility. You can see it. And it's not from Bitcoin. Bitcoin's being weird and just chilling. It's just chilling here. But the one thing I will say is I like that Bitcoin's at support. If Bitcoin was at resistance right now, I'd be a little bit more skeptical. But as someone who looks at the market differently, I like when Bitcoin's at the lows and is at support and everyone's scared. Because honestly, this is the time to get in. You know, everyone, like I said, let's say this. Let's say this. Bitcoin gets a pump back up to here. You know how it is. Everyone's bearish right now. Everyone will be bullish right here. You know, this is the time to be bullish. This is the time to be bearish. You know. We move back up here, this is the time to be bearish. If we move back down to here to test again, this is the time to be bullish, you know? But hey, it is what it is. We'll see, honestly. I think today is going to be a shit show. A shit show for the Bears or the Bulls, one of the two. It's going to be. It's going to be either a day of regret for the Bears not taking advantage of the dip, or it's going to be a day of the Bulls crying. one of the two. It's gonna be one of the two. Which one is it? I don't know. I'm actually the fact that the jobs report came out better than expected, right? More people being unemployed than expected. That was kind of the bearish catalyst. I think that's why the market was a little on edge. But we'll see. I don't want to be like I'm bullish. I want to see this. I definitely want to see 22,760 broken here because look at where we're at, guys. Look at the 6 hour time frame where you had this low and this low on the close. Look at where Bitcoin is right now. You can't make this shit up. So this is the level I want to see reclaimed. We start reclaiming this. I think it gets a little juicy from there. Time will tell, though. Time will tell. And what was my prediction last night? Sometimes it just plays out perfectly. What was my prediction last night? My prediction was, right, the rise, the sweep of the lows, right? The rise back up here, you know? And then obviously I kind of stopped my prediction there. But you got the sweep of the lows. Now you didn't come down as far as I thought. I thought you were going to sweep a little bit lower. I thought you were going to sweep, you know, really sweep these lows, really get people scared of shit. But you didn't come down there. You just wicked right to the lows over here that you did last time. And now we're starting, once again, you got to start somewhere. People say, Jordan, we haven't gone anywhere. You got to start somewhere. If you always say you never gone anywhere, then you're never going to get the move. Now we're starting to hold that support and get a little move up. 4 hour, let's see the 4 hour. 4 hours about to get a green dot. Dude, the 4 hour looks bullish as hell. I'm sorry. The 4 hour looks bullish as hell. Bullish div on the 4 hour, about to print the green dot on the 4 hour. You can't say that the 4 hour doesn't look bullish. You can't. Dollar still dumping on the dollar, man. The dollar's getting crushed right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what changed from today against yesterday. But hey, Here we are. Here we are. Yes, sir. When bulls cry. I have my tears and lube ready. Dan's got his lube to be jerking off, and he's got his tears ready to go. He's got both ready to go, man. Holy shit. He's ready to be jerking off. Honestly, Dan, man, he's ready to go both ways, you know? Dan's feeling some type of way right now. Dan's either going to be playing this later, right? His wife makes him sleep on the couch because he's been watching too much crypto content, right? You're not giving her any time. So you're on the couch, Bitcoin's pumping, you don't care that your wife's mad at you because Bitcoin's pumping, right? It's like that meme. What girls think guys want? It's like the hot chick, and then what guys actually want? And it's just the Bitcoin chart going up. It's so true. It's so freaking true. Nothing is bad when Bitcoin's going up. But either gonna be playing this, Dan, or you're gonna be playing this later. I know. It's over. And then this is when your wife's mad at you and Bitcoin's dumping, and you're like, shit, man, I kind of want to hang out with my wife today. I don't want to watch the Bitcoin chart. My wife's mad at me, and now she doesn't want to talk to me because I told her I needed time to look at crypto and it's dumping. Shit, man. I don't want to jerk off today, you know? I want some action. I don't want to jerk off. One of the two. One of the two is going down today. I'm actually feeling a little bullish right now. I am feeling slightly bullish right now. Okay. Now, if I will say this, how does Jordan starting a little bit bearish? If Link comes back into this range and really starts ripping, that's when I'm going to get a little bit bearish. But I think right now we still got some time. I think we still got a little bit of time in the gas, in the chamber. You know what I mean? That's when you got to have Melissa on call. It's so messed up, man. That's so messed up. I just want my me time. Yeah, dude. Hey, listen. I think everyone in crypto probably has a wife or a girlfriend that understands, right? Like, when crypto's moving, I'm sorry, but like you need to give me some space, right? I mean, I think everyone's kind of got that down. Anyone that's still here right now, right, and it's still with the same person that since the bull market, I think they understand at this point, right? If you're just getting a new girl, you know, and she doesn't understand that, listen, crypto's pumping right now. I don't have time for you, you know. Then they're not gonna make it. Trust me, because this ain't anything, right? Just wait till crypto really starts pumping, and then they won't be seeing you, you know? Nothing's more important than green candles, you know? Let's see. I lost count all the times I chose charts over sexy time. Listen, dude. Honestly, charts, sexy time. Listen, sexy time. It is what it is, you know? But nothing beats a green candle. Like, let me ask you guys this. Honest question to all the guys out there. Okay, girls, you're gonna have a different answer. Guys, would you pick a 10% green candle on Bitcoin, or would you pick a week straight of sexy time? Which one would you choose? A 10% candle on Bitcoin to the upside, or a week of sexy time? Let me know. You know my answer. You know my answer. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Which one do you choose? Actually, let's do a poll so everyone can vote on it. Let's do a poll. Week of blank time or 10% green candle on Bitcoin. Everyone said 10%. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's the dudes in the chat. That's what I like to see. We're gonna do, guys. The blank time means sexy time. So sexy time or green candle. Let's do a poll. This is a great poll, by the way. This is a great poll. He said there's no girls here. Yeah, the girls only come in during the bull market. Let's see. Too risky to answer. Nice. Nothing like a big green pickle in the bedroom. I choose 10% green candle. Oh, man. Yeah, some people will have both, right? If you get the 10-inch cock, you could have the green candle for Bitcoin and the 10-inch green cock already. You know? Too risky to answer. Oh, man. Let's see. The candle. Yo, good morning. What's going on, Lieutenant Dan Dangle? What a name, man. Terrence Lyman became a member. What's up, Terrence Lyman? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the Viking squad. Welcome to the Vikings. Bitcoin, the dollar's getting a little bit of back of a move up. Bitcoin actually, the 15 minutes finally breaking. We got to get back above this golden pocket. It's struggling with this golden pocket all morning. Just has been struggling with this. ETH is getting a little move up. It's good to see. Stock market. Oh, the stock market looks juicy today. I don't know, man. The stock market looks bullish as hell today. Looks bullish as hell. Like if we were to do a little measure move of this, right? This bull flag. And put this back up to the upside like this. That gets you to 42.73. Honestly, I think you're going up to this next box. But like, that's a significant move for the S&P. If the S&P does this, and the dollar keeps coming back down to the golden pocket here, you got to think Bitcoin's going to get that move up. You got it. And if it doesn't, the market's rigged. The market is rigged if Bitcoin does not move up. It's rigged. Bitcoin's, it's got to test this 23K psychological level. It's got to do it. The whole level it was struggling with yesterday. It's got to come test that little old level up there, man. Lieutenant Dan Dangle said, let's freaking go. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? I do smell what the rock is cooking. Let's see. How about a Super Bowl win or a green candle? Oh, that's a tough one. A 10% green candle on Bitcoin or a Patriots Super Bowl win. I mean, listen. Honestly, I'm probably taking the Super Bowl win, man, because listen, Super Bowl wins don't come often, except for the Pats. But I will say this. A 10% green candle on Bitcoin is great, but how many 10% green candles have we seen on Bitcoin that it just dumps right back down, right? Now, the sexy time answer still remains. I take 10% green candle all day over the week of sexy time. All day. But the Super Bowl, I'm taking the Super Bowl. I am taking the damn Super Bowl all day. All day long. Sexy time can always wait for a 10% pump. Hey, man, listen, if Bitcoin gets a 10% pump, the sexy time's going to be better because you're going to be in a good mood, right? It's a win-win. It's a win-win. It's a freaking win, if you ask me. Wayne said, I'm rubbing one out right now, just thinking about it. Nice, man. All right. Let's see. Link is still pumping, man. Link is getting a pump. Link is getting a massive green pickle on the daily. Massive green pickle on the daily. Up like 9% on the day. Woo. Link, don't do it to us, buddy. Or maybe we can break the curse. I honestly, I'm not betting on breaking the curse, though. The curse is real for Link. The curse is very, very real for Link. The whales are being called, my guys. You know what I mean? The whales are definitely being called right now.
Lost so much money choosing sex to chart. Stupid.
Andrew said lost so much money choosing sex over chart. Stupid. It distracts you sometimes, man, you know? Because you might be in a trade or something and you know, listen. You might be in a trade and, you know, all of a sudden you might get that little feeling and you might be like, hey, you know, what's, I mean, for most guys, what's 2 minutes? But you might say, hey, what's 15 minutes, man? Nothing can happen in 15 minutes. You're over there, you start pounding it, and then all of a sudden you come back to the computer, okay? And what is going on? A giant red candle to the downside. And you're like, shit, man, if only I didn't do it. You know, it happens. It happens. Happens all the time. All right. Let's see. Link is due for a massive pump. It is due. We were talking about Link yesterday. Link was one of the more bullish charts, in my opinion. And Link finally got that pump. Matic. Is Matic going to break up from the wedge? That's what I want to see. I told you guys this. If Matic breaks up from the wedge, it's bullish as hell. And there ain't nothing. Like, this is the only thing stopping Matic. If you look at Matic's chart, if Matic breaks here, dude, Matic is about to go nut burgers because they're really this was the major resistance here. Now, I mean, you're looking up, dude. Are you going to see a 175 Matic if this breaks to the upside? Because there really ain't anything here to 165. Let me mark this off. These two previous highs coming in right there, 175. There really ain't nothing there. It's free water. It's free juice. Free juice. But like I said, you're still in a bearish pattern. Let's respect it. But you're flirting with breaking this to the upside. You're really flirting with it. You are. You're really flirting with it. Bitcoin's still holding. DXY getting a little bit of a move up. Little move up. 5-minute divergence is gone though on the DXY. 15-minute. 15 minutes got a little bullish div. 15 minutes got a little bullish div, guys. So be a little bit cautious here on the DXY shooting back up. Not shooting back up, but like at least getting a little bit of a move back up. But like I'd be looking for this because the DXY has gotten rejected here. It got a little wick here, if you can see. If the DXY does start coming back up, this is where I'd look for hopefully the retest, right? Before a move back down. Because if it comes back up, you probably have bearish divergence on the upside. And then we get rejected here, and then we get the continuation down. If this comes back up like this, not the greatest sign. But let's see what the DXY does. Big move down, and now we await the actual move of the day because the market hasn't even opened yet. Like this is all pre-market bullshit at the moment, you know. But as I say, the overall trend of the DXY is looking a little droopy. It's looking a little droopy, you know. It's like if this was the Bitcoin chart, it'd look a little droopy, you know. It would look a little droopy. Let's see. Let's see. Nice and early. Oh, we got 650 people in here this morning. That's good for the morning stream, man. We just started the morning streams like 3 days ago. That's super juicy, man. Smack up that like button, guys. If you're new, subscribe to the stream. In the mornings, I told you guys, don't get mad. In the mornings, we do members-only chats, okay? At nighttime, we have a night stream. Everyone's willing to chat in the chat and stuff. In the morning, we do members-only chats, okay? If you want to become a member, you just press the little $sign underneath the chat. You can join a member. You can hang out here in the mornings. If not, see you guys at 7 p.m. I'm not going anywhere yet, though. I'm not going anywhere yet. I want to see. We'll stay on for another 15 minutes. Watch the market open here, because I guess we'll see a little volatility on the market open. Like I said, the stock market futures look good. DXY dumping, Bitcoin holding. Something's brewing. Something is brewing. Like it's today is set up for a nice green day. It's honestly is. It is. Every recipe you want to see is set up for a nice green day. Bitcoin dominance too. Like, are we gonna see Bitcoin dominance break down, or is this gonna hold the line here? You know, is it ready to break down? Or are we gonna see one more move up before breaking down from the wedge? That's the big question. That is the big question here for Bitcoin dominance. You know, like you said, if Bitcoin dominance does break down, you're looking for massive moves up on altcoins. If this holds, it's a little bit more unclear because Bitcoin dominance can go up, but that could just be a massive Bitcoin pump that outpaced altcoins. Kind of like you saw in the beginning of January, where it was Bitcoin really pumping, altcoins kind of just settling. Now altcoins have been pumping. Will you see the Bitcoin dominance come back up? That could mean one of two things. That could mean Bitcoin's getting a massive pump, altcoins are lagging a little bit, or that could mean that Bitcoin's dumping and altcoins dump more. That's the question, right? And we're going to watch this like a hawk. Because it's today, if we start closing a daily candle below this, for whatever reason today, then we're going to be looking for altcoins to get that move up. That's how I use Bitcoin dominance, really, right? Because very rarely does the Bitcoin dominance move down and altcoins dump less than Bitcoin. That almost never happens. Whenever Bitcoin dumps, altcoins dump more. Always. Like 99% of the time. So that's how I'm watching that today. On the Bitcoin dominance. The little old Bitcoin dominance. Let's see. Been watching since the Bank of Canada guy. What's up, Stumbledore? Stumbledore's been watching forever, man. Let me do a little Bank of Canada guy for Stumbledore. Here we go.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Nice, nice. Guys, we are all financially illiterate. Just hang it up. Hang it up. We are idiots. We are financially illiterate. And there's nothing that we can do. Even though, you know, I will say, if we're just looking at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin dumped less. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about this bear market? I'm pretty sure that Bitcoin... So what did all the big stock market guys love? They love Tesla, right? I'm pretty sure during this bear market that Bitcoin dropped less than Tesla did. I'm pretty damn sure. Let me see. Bitcoin dropped 75%. What did Tesla drop? Right? Because all these little stock... Crypto's volatile. It's dangerous. Let's do the highs to the lows. Tesla dropped... Let's go, 76%. Tesla dropped more than Bitcoin did. Now, that's just Tesla, obviously. But suck it. Suck it. No, but Tesla, look at Tesla, man. Talk about a V-shaped recovery. Look at Tesla. This thing is nuts. This thing, talk about a turn of events, man. I mean, man, people were bearish as hell on Tesla. I was bearish at Tesla here too. And Tesla just rose from the heavens. Classic example is when everyone gets bearish, man. That's the time to buy. You know? That is absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. That V-shaped recovery on Tesla is absolutely nuts. Crazy. 98 bucks all the way up to 201 in the span of like 2 weeks. Insane. Get Bank of Canada guy laid. If you see Bank of Canada guy laid, I don't know if he's ever gonna get laid. I don't know. There might be some girl out there that will like him, you know? Maybe Caroline would like him, you know? But honestly, I don't see it happening. I don't think Bank of Canada guy will ever get any action. Yeah, I could be wrong, but you never know. You never know. You never know. All right, so let's look at some of these look at some of these other altcoins here. Not a ton of action on alts. Like the few that I'm interested in, the ones that I like to trade are still kind of low. Optimism's my favorite altcoin to trade, but like this one, I'm not interested in Optimism until it reclaims this white box. Down here, you're kind of catching a fallen knife, you know? But like, how have we played this in the past? We talked about this a little bit yesterday. The reclaims on Optimism have been super, super nice, right? When you break a low, get everyone bearish, and then you pop back up, right? Break the low, get back above, pop back up. Break below, get back above, pop back up. Now we're back below this range support. So now I'm watching this. If this gets back, if and only if, down here I'm not interested. If and only if this gets back above, holds the line, that'll be my entry in Optimism. Optimism is my favorite coin to trade because it trades beautifully. The deviation reclaim has been awesome on Optimism. Looking for 333. That's the 1618. If and only if this gets back above this white box at 285. Shit, man. What else we got? Litecoin. Litecoin's been kind of a snail a little bit. Actually, it really hasn't. 97.37. Litecoin back to this local support level here. I'm looking at this. Does this have anything juicy? Anything juicy on this? W formation at the lows. I mean, still with this one. You got a lot of liquidity to the upside on this one. You got vector here. You got vector here. You still got this wick up here. You know, so I still think there's points to be reclaimed in the chart to the upside. You came back down. You took all the liquidity to the downside, right? This was the bottom of this vector candle. Where'd you wick to? You can't make this shit up. Right there. Beautiful. Now, same type of deal. Like, as long as Bitcoin holds the line here, which it looks like at the moment it's doing. Bullish div, off support. I can't be bearish here. Litecoin here. I got to think Litecoin is going to get that move to the upside. I could be wrong. Listen, nothing's 100%. I'm just going to play the support, though. it breaks down, it breaks. If it just does something like this, okay. I mean, it happens. It is what it is. But that's how I play Litecoin. Litecoin looks a little juicy too. Maybe I'll get a little Litecoin long after the stream. We'll see. I gotta choose which one. I gotta choose my one wisely. You know, it is a little bit of a sketchy time still. Dollar. Oh, look at the dollar. Dollar's getting moved back down. Rise up. Getting a move back down here. The dollar is getting a move back to the downside. David said, loving the morning streams. Thank you for bringing them back. Appreciate it, Dave. Yeah, we just kind of chill in the morning streams, man. I mean, I like the morning streams because it sets you up for the day. Because a lot of the setups get set up between like 8 and 9:30. That's when the charts are kind of setting up like a W formation or M formation a lot of the times. Like Bitcoin this morning kind of set this up. You know, so it has the setup for the move up, right? DXY this morning kind of had this little M formation set up this morning earlier, set it up for the move down. It sets you up before the market open. We got 7 minutes until the market open. Like we said, we got the S&P is at resistance, but it did have a really good futures night. The Nasdaq too. I mean, look at where these stock markets are, man. Nasdaq, kind of it's not really. It's more like a flag on the Nasdaq, but this one also, like this one is coiling up for a move. The trend is your friend. I mean, have we really gone anywhere? Like, listen, like everyone's panicking right now. Look at the Nasdaq. Look at the Nasdaq. Have we really done anything like that? That's like, oh my God, it's over. I mean, people get so caught up in these little moves. Like, look at the dump yesterday. Okay, everyone was freaking out yesterday. What'd you do? You basically just come back down to support. Look at the overall trend. Look at the dump that everyone was freaking about yesterday. Look at this. Look at the Nasdaq. Bitcoin follows the Nasdaq almost 1-to-1. Look at the Nasdaq, man. This was the dump that we were freaking out about yesterday. Look at this thing. This is the 1 hour time frame. Look at this. Even on the 1 hour, you can't even see it, dude. Holy, how many times have we had these? Here, everyone freaking out. 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 You know, just play the trend. Like, there's no reason to get like, oh my God, it's over. There really ain't anything there, you know? Really ain't anything there. Stumble Earth. God. All right, let me see. Some of you guys, I think. Let me see what you guys said in here. Okay. We're good. Come on, BTC. BTC's been a slug. I'm surprised. Everything's set up. I don't know if someone's just building their longs down here. They're holding the price down here to be building their longs. Because you got, like I said, the DXY is just getting cratered to the downside, man. Look at this. Getting absolutely obliterated. I mean, the DXY is releasing all these gains that it had. Look at the daily. You're basically getting a massive bearish engulfing candle here in the daily. It's basically erasing all, like the last 3 days where everyone was panicking about the DXY. You just erased it in one candle. And honestly, you still got half the day left. So you basically came back into this range. You broke this previous high. So now you're kind of looking at this as a big deviation play. Deviations usually come back down to the lows. You had a fast move up. What do they always like to say? I mean, everyone likes to say it when it's the opposite way. The fast move is the false move, right? Everyone always likes to say that if it supports their bias. So if I were to say this, the fast move is the false move. No? Right? I mean, I hear that all the time. The fast move's the false move, but it's only when the price goes down that we say, or up when we say that. It's ridiculous. It is what it is. I'm going to say the fast move's the false move on the DXY. You know, the real move is the slow bleed, right? Look at the DXY. This is the real move. Slow bleed, slow bleed, slow bleed, slow bleed, slow bleed. Fast move. That's the false move. No, that's the famous saying. So I'm looking at this. Probably just a slow bleed again back down. The slow bleed is the real move. No? Let's get rid of all of this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit irritated because people like to pigeonhole like one saying into one direction, but not do it the other way. I don't know. Let's see. Uh, Savvy guessing like all of us. Is Savvy in here? Let's see. Savvy said DXY bottomed. I mean, it could be bottomed. Doesn't mean you can't. This could shoot. See, the DXY could be bottomed, and Bitcoin still can go up. The DXY can do this. It can just go sideways for a while, right? Everyone thinks the DXY has to go up or down, right? It doesn't have to do that. Like, look at these times where the DXY kind of just didn't do anything, right? It didn't do anything. Like, for example, where was the Bitcoin bull market? Okay, can you say on this chart, where was the Bitcoin bull market? Where was it? It was really in 2021. It was the crypto bull market, and look where the DXY was. The DXY during all of 2021, right, was at the bottom or going up. Everyone thinks that like the DXY doesn't have to dump for crypto to go up. This is what the DXY was doing during 2021. It was actually in an uptrend. No. So who's to say the DXY could be bottomed here? What if it just stays here? Like this, in this range. You know what I mean? Well, time before that, where's 2017? Where's 2017? Okay, this time the DXY really dumped this time. But say 2016, right? Crypto still got a massive move up in 2016. What was the DXY doing? The DXY in 2016, I mean, you had a massive move up, right? Doesn't mean it can't happen. Like it's not always one-to-one. You know what I mean? It's not always one-to-one. It is what it is. Elliott waves, like the DXY could be bottom and just go sideways for months. It could go sideways for 1 or 2 years. You never know. Like right here was really, you were up, down, but you really went sideways from late 2019 until late 2021, almost 2 years of sideways here. You know? Bitcoin 60K in April. You think so? Do you think that is the case? 60K in April. I'm going to give that a fat.
Nope.
Oh yeah, George said 60K in April, you know? That is some crazy shit. 60K in April. Do you guys, do you understand what the chart would have to look like for that to happen, right? Let's do a reality check. Because it's easy to say, okay, this is what's going to happen. Because I've been hearing a lot of 65K in March, 60K in April. Look what the price would have to do for Bitcoin. Let's just take the current price. Let's just do a simple line up, okay, to April. Let's do the end of April. Right? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's do the end of April, 60K. Bitcoin would have to go up at this pace. No breaks, right? Bitcoin would basically, the price would have to look like this for Bitcoin to go from this current price now, the beginning of February to the end of April to get to 60K. Honestly, listen, I am as much of a moon boy as anyone, okay? I guess I'm not as much of a moon boy anymore as I used to be. But I will say this. This is, if I was a betting man, I would say this is very unlikely. If I had to put all my money on if this happening or not, I would say it was not going to happen. If I'm going to be honest. But I hope it does. Listen, if it does, I will be that. You will never see me without a smile on if Bitcoin's at 60K by April, man. That would be such just an awesome thing to happen. But honestly, I don't see it happening, man. You would basically have to pump like this with no breaks. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even have a time for any dips. If you had one dip, it would throw everything off, basically. Say if Bitcoin did this, it pumped, dumped, then you would have to go up an even bigger. Then you would have to like somehow go up in a straight line. This is not even feasible. You would basically, Bitcoin would have to pump up in a straight line for the most part. Like 2020. Like this. Now, we've seen it before. I'm not going to say it's impossible. We've seen it before. You would need some crazy shit to go down. Probably the government would just have to start printing money up the wazoo. You know? But like, yeah, I don't know. Something bad would probably have to happen for that. Like you probably would need like a second pandemic where the market doesn't crash because everyone learned their lesson last time. It's selling the crash. And then all of a sudden everyone starts printing money and we just start going to the moon. You would need some crazy shit to happen, you know? Results of the past is not the future. Savvy Amazon chart is also invalidated. Look at it again. savvy charts and validated. I would say, how do we get savvy bullish? We have to get back above the 55 EMA on the weekly. That's what he said in his own video. Savvy said, and I have it. We can't change this. He said he would be bullish if we broke the 55 EMA. He said he would buy some Bitcoin if we broke above the 55 EMA. We have it recorded. So when it does happen, which I think it will, I don't know when. Could be a few weeks from now. It could be in 2 days. I don't know. But when it does happen, we will have a nice little ceremony. We will have a nice ceremony, you know? All right, guys. I think, let's see. Let's just do one more little update here. DXY continues to just get crushed to the downside here. Stock market just opened. We're seeing, let's see. We're seeing S&P opening up 1% up, and we're seeing the NASDAQ open about 1.5% up. So let's see what we got. The recipe is there for Bitcoin to get a pump today. Will it happen? Like I said, if it doesn't, this is a confusing time. But I think, based on what I see, right? 4-hour bullish divergence, 6-hour bullish divergence, 4-hour print in a green dot, 6-hour print in a green dot, stock market futures up, DXY down. If I had to guess, okay, and this is some shenanigans, I'm going to say I think that we have a green day today, okay? That's my take. I could be wrong. Don't bet the farm on my take. Do your own research. Make your own decisions. But that's how I'm kind of looking at the market today, all right? So let's get busy. I hope we can come back later and all of a sudden, you know, we saw a massive pump out of nowhere. That would be awesome. Catch you guys later. Peace. And am I still banned from Savvy? Yes, I'm still banned from Savvy's chat. So I hope me and Savvy one day can become friends. You know, that'd be great. Imagine me and Savvy like becoming friends and we're just hanging out. That'd be awesome. Anyways, peace out, guys. Later. And let's get a little DXY dump song going on here while we go to hopefully see. All right, Bitcoin's flirting with the 618 again. But I gotta go. Later. Peace. And don't do anything on your Pegasus Crypto. Most of all, Pegasus Crypto. But don't be afraid to take some profits on any pump. Diamond hands can get you wrecked. All right? Peace. Here's your little DXY song. Here we go. And Bitcoin's getting a pump, baby. Here we go. Where does I go? What a great way to go out, man. Come on. Hey, the bear trap. Pa. Later, guys. See ya. Hey. Oh, we're gonna pump. Oh, now it's coming back down. Peace, guys. See ya. Hey, how that goes. Woo! Oh, song is muted? Oh, my bad. There we go. Song is muted, man. Here we go. Bitcoin wicks up, wicks back down. Peace. Be careful.